What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raised. A striking series that delves into teenage romances and the hardships a minority faces in the land of America. The book trilogy The Summer I Turned Pretty just confirmed a second season. Before I get into the specifics of the upcoming season, let's talk about the story on The Summer I Turned Pretty. Now, this is the latest adaptation of the famous Jenny Han's young adult novels, and may I recall that she also wrote To the Boys trilogy. The Summer I Turned Pretty tackles the breezes of teenage romance and the vigor of lust. As the usual plot goes, we got incredibly attractive characters and fans immediately take a liking, not just by their looks, but through their personalities too. The show's protagonist is Belly Conklin, who has not yet turned 16. She was known as the hot girl's bestie, but has now turned into a butterfly over the past year. Her best friend forever, Taylor, points this out. Belly was slowly growing out of baby fat and started wearing contact lenses instead of her usual glasses. And well, that was all it took for her to become one of the most popular and sought-after girls at our family's vacation spot, Cousins Beach.
I thought this summer was going to be like all the other summers. But it's not.
In this place, too, she has a one-sided crush on Conrad Fisher. Unlike Belly's family, the Conklins, who live a rather modest lifestyle, Conrad's family, the Fishers, are rich, as in rich. They own a gorgeous beach house and even belong to a country club where Belly's older brother, Steven, works in the summer. We get introduced to another character, Susanna Fisher, who is a blonde matriarch of the family who harbors a devastating secret. She and Laurel Park, Belly's mother, have been best friends since college, so of course it's no surprise that the Conklins and Fishers know each other. However, parallel to Belly and Taylor's relationship, Laurel has an inferiority complex as Susanna's friend. This is already interesting in the get-go because some Asian Americans will say that we wished we were white growing to avoid the discrimination we face from others. So Laurel is someone unaware of her own attractiveness. Though this is a show with Asian protagonists, race and ethnicity aren't really mentioned other than the touches on the Asian half of Belly's lineage. I presume to show the race and ethnicity don't have to be the core focus when it comes to teenage romances where usually the protagonists are white in general. Still though, despite the show looking to give the perfect half American and half Asian female protagonists, the love interests all fell mostly to the white population. The only other featured minority character that got a little bit more screen time was played by Summer Madison, who is Nicole dating Conrad. But still, it's a bit odd with having two minorities fighting over one white boy. Well, to each their own, I guess. Well, the show gives a nod at a bit of the minorities in the LGBTQ+ community, and the usual cool moms who don't seem to care that their teenage children are rolling through alcoholic drinks and smoking joints. This has been the usual plot in teenage romances, but The Summer I Turned Pretty has its own feel to it that makes it different regardless. The ending shows Belly rocking between the Fisher brothers before making her final choice. And well, if you haven't watched yet, this is quite a spoiler. Everything has been a spoiler on the get-go, and she does end up with her longtime crush, Conrad Fisher. The show doesn't just focus on the love triangle, though. Other plots include Savannah's secret being a cancer diagnosis and how she talked with Laurel, having her sons not know about it, other teenagers' romances that aren't just the main protagonist, and Laurel's work as a novelist. Now, the show has been quite a bomb, so to say, and if you haven't dived in yet, you should. The Summer I Turned Pretty has a dated feel to it that gives a sense of nostalgia and makes the show you enjoy. It's even confirmed season 2 on the way, which is quite awesome to the viewers who want to see more of the beloved character's story. With season 1 based on the first book, it's no surprise that season 2 is based on the second book, and with the series being a trilogy, a third season is expected. So with the messy love triangle between Belly Conklin and the Fisher brothers out of the way, it seems like it'll get more messy in the upcoming season 2. Jenny Han, the creator and showrunner, made the attempts to break down the books for the adaptation. She told Collider, "I approached it like, what do I think are the most important elements of the story to keep, and what do the fans care the most about? I am able to pull from all of the emails, letters, and comments I've seen over the years from fans. So that's how we looked at this adaptation. What do original fans care about?" She even added, "And then also for me was going to be like the most fun and exciting to explore, because I think as a writer you have to feel like you're doing something new in a way too, that it's not going to be just the exact same thing. But what's the new approach, and how do I make this feel fresh? With season 1, Jenny Han added a more contemporary feel to it with replacing cigarettes with marijuana, and Conrad's younger brother Jeremiah is bisexual and no one makes a big deal of it. So with her words, we are expecting quite a showstopper for the upcoming season and a bit more flair and drama for our beloved characters. What is so funny about this is that before fans could even watch season 1, there was already a season 2 renewal. So with the upcoming season 2, fans have some big questions that need to be answered with the trilogy as their sources. Are Belly and Conrad going to start dating? Is Belly going to tell Jeremiah about kissing Conrad? Will the gang return to the cousins next summer? Will Laurel go with Cleveland to book a convention trip? Will Susanna ever go through cancer treatment? Here, we'll talk about the spoilers on Book 2 of The Summer I Turned Pretty, so if you don't want to know, it's best to skip ahead. Now with Book 2, the story introduces a more serious feel to it with Susanna's passing. This creates a rift between Belly and Conrad's blooming relationship, and Belly seeks Jeremiah's help in finding him. They go on a road trip to track down Conrad, and while during the road trip, Belly develops stronger feelings for Jeremiah, but she has even stronger feelings for Conrad. Well, with The Summer I Turned Pretty cast is going to return with a fell swoop, now with more tension, heartbreak, and grief in the upcoming season. There are changes, however, because the Fisher brothers managed to convince their mother to get treatment, unlike in the book. So Susanna might be alive, who knows? Though in the book, Jeremiah and Belly's romance is far from over, with Conrad convincing Belly to be with Jeremiah instead of him. With the books already giving us spoilers, Jenny Han gives this kind of reassurance that not everything in the book will be shown. I don't want to spoil too much, but the books have been out for a while. You never know what could happen with the show, Han told Variety. I was open-minded going into it. I was considering a lot of different possibilities. So, the book spoiler might not be the only possible trajectory for the show. Now, what about the production? Juri Han gives a subtle confirmation that it will start in the summer of 2022. During an interview with CBS just last month, she says she is about to leave for production on season 2. The main cast, of course, is expected to return. Our favorite moms as well are sure to make a comeback with their own storylines, with Jack Chung as Laurel, Rachel Blanchard as Susanna, and their love interest too. Alfredo Narcisco as Cleveland, Colin Fergus as John, and Tom Everett Scott as Adam in season 2. What surprise is Jenny Han planning for us? Will there be a heartbreaking potential for Jeremiah and Belly, or will Belly keep strong for Conrad? Hopefully, more answers come to us soon, so smash that like button and subscribe button and keep updated with more on news with that notification bell. Now, back to the story. What will season 2 of The Summer I Turned Pretty give us?